guys, welcome back. I'm officially 1 week postpartum. I had the baby 1 week ago, well yesterday because today's Thursday. 1 week ago yesterday. Everything's going great. Well, Alex has had the flu like the last 3 days. She's had a fever and puking, so we're trying to keep her separate from the baby. But as far as I go, like, everything seems to be fine. Today's actually the first day that I haven't had like major swelling in my lower legs, ankles, and feet. But I had it with Alex, like after I had her, I ended up like, because I swelled at the end of my pregnancy, and then after I had her, my legs swelled up bad, like my legs and feet. It's normal, they say, just from the pushing the baby out. It pushes all the excess fluid to the extremities, like hands, feet, face. So that's like totally normal. I weighed myself today. Well, I just weighed myself. It's 9:30 p.m. I just weighed myself a little bit ago. Not on an empty stomach, so we just had dinner like an hour and a half ago. And I weigh, what, 169 point something? So I'm down like roughly almost 10 pounds since I had the baby. He has his first actual doctor's appointment tomorrow. I hope he doesn't have to get shots. I'll do like baby updates like as separate videos. But yeah, my hands are fine. My arm's still, let's see, my arm's still really bruised from where they blew my vein out. Yeah, it's been over a week. My hand's not too bad, but where they blew my vein out looks absolutely horrible and disgusting. Also, let's see. With the girls, everybody told me to make sure I had like the breast pads, and if you watched my packing for the hospital video, I even said that I didn't have the boob pad. What are they even called? You know what I'm talking about, for like when you leak breast milk. And I even said in there I didn't have that issue with wear a sports bra with either girl. So like with the girls, I didn't have like tender boobs, I didn't have like the hardness or like leaking. But let me tell you, with this one, oh my gosh. And it didn't come like on slowly. This is the one I went to bed. I was so excited to like finally sleep on my stomach. And I went to roll over and I was in tears. My boobs hurt so bad, and they were like hard spots, like that felt like rocks. And they've just been leaking for days. It hasn't been so much today, but up until today, they've been just super sore, super tender. Like I said, hard as a rock, which is normal. It's supposed to be like that for like up to I forget how many days, and just leaking like crazy. So I've been wearing the boob pads. Let's see, I got out of the hospital on Friday. Yeah, I had him on Wednesday at 1:01 p.m. I got out of the hospital Friday, like 11 something in the morning. We came home. As soon as we got home, Jay was getting ready to leave because he had to run and get a few things that I didn't even think about until I got home from the hospital and didn't have them. So he ran to the store, and then he came back, and his brakes got really bad on his one front passenger side. So he was going to go to his parents' house because he doesn't have like really many tools here. He was going to go to his parents' house and fix his brakes before like all of us were in the car. So he was going to leave. I'm like, are you seriously going to leave me like the day I come home with all 3 kids? But he didn't really have a choice. So my mom stopped over and my stepdad stopped over. And when my mom was here, like Alex was super whiny, super fussy, chewing on her fingers like crazy. I think she was getting teeth. And my mom's like, you know what, my mom had just got in like the night before I had the baby. She didn't have time to unpack her suitcase. And then that night that I had the baby, Wednesday night, she kept Adri. Yeah, she kept Adri and Alex because Jay stayed at the hospital with me. And then the next day, my stepdad took Adri to school, and he brought Alex up to the hospital. Or my mom brought Alex up to the hospital, and she was up there with us. And then Jay came home with her a few hours later because she was a handful. And my mom went to work. Like it was just crazy because she had been out of town for my aunt's funeral. So my poor mom was like going on no sleep. We're getting ready for Easter, all that stuff. And she's like, you know, she's like, I'll just take both girls to my house, and Jay can stop and get Alex on his way home when he's done with his, with his breaks. I'm like, Mom, no, you've been through enough. You've done enough. You're going on no sleep. I'm like, she's fine. I just need to deal with it. And she's like, no, I'll be fine. She'll be good at my house. So Mom took the girls. Jay left and went and got his breaks. So it was just me and the baby hanging out for a few hours. And then Jay called my mom on his way back home from putting new brakes on his car. My mom said she was just going to keep both girls overnight Since it was our first night home, it was just chaos. So yeah, our first night home, we didn't know what we were doing. Like, I'm not used to boy diapers. At the hospital, like, his diapers weren't leaking, but we were putting that gauze pad over him from where he got circumcised. We had to put Vaseline on him and put a piece of gauze over him. So we weren't leaking at the hospital. We come home, like, when we got discharged, they told us, you know, you don't have to use the gauze anymore. Just put the Vaseline directly on his skin so it doesn't stick to the diaper. You know, so we came home, every diaper was leaking. It was just, we didn't know what we were doing. And I'm like, I asked on Facebook, all my mom friends that have boys, like, oh, you have to just tuck it down. Just make sure it's tucked down and you should be good. So after a day of him leaking, like, all through the, every time I changed him, he was leaking through. He didn't want to drink his bottle. It was just a nightmare. The first night was really rough. But like I said, we started tucking it down and making his diapers a little bit tighter. Is that thunder? And I actually watched back the video of where the nurse gave him a bath at the hospital and how she did his diaper, and she had the tabs like overlapping each other. So I'm like, okay, I'll do it like she did, and pretty much we haven't had any accidents. Like a few here and there. I'm better at it than Jay. Pat myself on the back. But yeah, so we're getting the hang of that. His pee-pee, whatever, looks great. Like, they're gonna check it tomorrow at his doctor's appointment, but it looks as healed perfectly fine. His cord is still on. It like shows no signs of falling off. But even at the hospital, like, they cut the little clip thing off like the morning that we left because it just wasn't drying up. It was still super tacky and kind of sticky. So they didn't cut it off like at the normal time. They left that little clamp on it till, like I said, till the morning that we left. So his umbilical cord's still on there pretty good. It's not really making any signs of wanting to come off. I was even like messing with it, like little pieces flake off, but like it's attached like all the way around. So I don't know if it's just because, I don't know. But when I had him, it was so funny because when I delivered him, you could even hear in the video, the doctor was like, wow, that's a long umbilical cord. And it looks like it's 20 feet long. Like, it's super long. So I don't know if that has something to do with it. I don't know. Yeah, so his cord hasn't fallen off. We'll do that tomorrow. I hope he doesn't have to get shots. Yeah, we got the diaper situation handled. And then Saturday, we colored Easter eggs. It was crazy. Got out of the hospital Friday. Mom kept the girls Friday night. Saturday, girls came home. We colored Easter eggs, and then we had, you know, the Easter bunny came Saturday night. Sunday morning, we got up, had our first Easter, and it was like our first night with all of us here because they had stayed at my mom's. So our first night with all the kids here, and the first morning getting up with all the kids, and it was Easter morning, and that went great. And then we had Jay's parents' Easter, and then there was an Easter egg hunt, which I didn't go outside for that. I was exhausted. And then went to my mom's house and had Easter over there at my mom's house. It was a lot for just being like a couple days. What? Let's see. I had him on Wednesday. Yeah, so 4 days after giving birth, which when I had the baby, I got my first. Everything went fine for the most part. I got my first shot of pain medicine at 11 a.m. And I was due to get my second shot of pain medicine at 1, while at 12:40 it was time to start pushing, so they wouldn't give me one. So basically I had like, because I don't do the epidural thing, I basically didn't have any pain medicine when I had him, and he was tough. I think it's because I didn't have any pain medicine, because like with Alex, I got my first dose of pain medicine, like, and I had her within less than an hour, so I was still feeling the pain medication. With Adria, I had 2 doses of pain medication, and then with him, I just had the one. Like I said, it had worn off. It was time for my other one, but it was too close to time, so they wouldn't give me one. And when I had him, I tore in a couple places. So, like, I had to get stitched up, so I'm kind of sore. Not really, just depending on the day. But being up and going to 2 different Easters and doing Easter eggs and doing... It's been very rainy. It's been raining all day. It was just a lot for 2 days. And, like, in those 2 days, my ankles, from the knee down, my legs were so swollen and tight. My ankles swelled up just huge. My feet got to where it hurt to walk. Like, my feet were swollen all over. Even the bottoms of my feet were swollen, and my hands are swollen. But today I'm like back to my normal self. I don't have any swelling. My ankles are back to normal. My legs, everything's not fine. And yesterday, me and Adrian went to the grocery store and got a few groceries. And then today I picked her up from school, which was nice. Just me. I went and picked her up from school, and we stopped at Walmart. There was a certain little toy that she wanted, and I told her that she's been doing so good and being such a good big sister, that we would go to Walmart and see if they had it. So we were there for a little while, like, even with running around today and doing a little bit of grocery shopping. I'm not too swollen. I feel pretty good. I'm not supposed to lift Alex unless I absolutely have to, which has only been a few times, but it's hard because she's sick, so she wants her mom. Thank God Jay's been home this whole week because I don't know how I would have done it, like cleaning up vomit and with the baby, and then with her, like it was like, what, 1:30 in the morning when it happened 2 nights ago. So Jay took her downstairs and I was cleaning up vomit and washing my hands and spraying Lysol and using Clorox wipes. I don't want the baby to get sick. That'd be absolutely horrible to have a sick newborn. So far so good. We go to the doctor tomorrow. I'll tell him that Allie's been sick. You know, what should I do? He'll probably just say just hand washing. That's all you can do. I mean, I can't kick her out of the house. She lives here. Adri's been great. Alex has been great. Alex will come up and just like rub his hands, and she'll lean down and kiss him on the top of the head. But she doesn't really mess with him. Like, they've been absolutely wonderful. Like I said, I feel great today. Today's the best I felt. Like I said, my boobs aren't sore today. I'm not swollen today. I've had good energy today. I feel productive. I actually put makeup on today. So I feel like a human. I went to pick Adri up, and the lady that, I haven't seen her since before I had the baby, and she's like, oh, look at you. I don't know if it's because it's the first she's seen me since I had the baby, or because I actually had makeup on and got dressed. But yeah, I feel pretty good. My ear just popped. Feel pretty good. I don't go back to the doctor for 5 more weeks. Jay made an appointment to get snipped, but it's not the soonest I can see him. It's like May 16th, I think, so we have a while. But yes, he is getting that taken care of. We've all been adjusting really well. The baby sleeps great. He sleeps in my room right beside me in his bassinet. Listen, I don't mind doing the whole feeding thing in the middle of the night. It's tough because I got to get Adri up at 7 in the morning, but my stepdad has still been taking her to school, especially with me and Jay. The other night we were up. We literally did not go to bed till 5 a.m. because we were up with either the baby or Alex being sick. So that was rough, but yeah. He drinks his formula great. Oh, at the hospital, they give you like the little Similac bottles that are already ready to go. You just screw the nipple on top and they're already ready, mixed, room temperature, ready to go. They were super handy, but I only brought home like 10 of those. That's what they sent me home with. So I was looking, I'm like, you know, those would be really handy at night, seeing how I'm getting up with 2 kids since Allie's been sick, and I have to get up in the morning with Adrian. I'm like, I wonder if I could just get some just for during the nighttime. And they're expensive at the store and online. Like on Amazon, it's a 6-pack is $8. Well, I kept looking on Amazon. They had like a big old 48-pack, which would normally be $120. They had it for like $62. Well, I was looking into it, and they had a coupon. I think it was for like 30 or 40% off. What would it have been? I don't know. But I ended up getting a case of 48 of the already made bottles for like $35. Well, it was $37 and some odd cents with tax. Part of me thinks this is lazy. Part of me thinks this is genius, because if he drinks 2 bottles during the night for like the rest of Adri's school year, that pretty much covers it right there. Like school days where I have to get up in the morning, so I don't want to be up making a bottle, adding the formula, putting in 2 ounces of water. You know, it doesn't seem like a lot, but when you're going on no sleep with a sick toddler and having to get up first thing in the morning, like, it's a lot. Especially, I mean, it's just a lot. So, hold on, let me see. So yeah, during the day, I make his bottles with his formula and water. But yeah, this came yesterday. It's my case of 48 bottles. Let me see if I can get one out. Oh, they're all in one pack. So let's see. So each little 6-pack comes with 6 bottles, 1 nipple, and 1 ring. So you just have to make sure you don't throw away your nipple and your ring. Let me just show you. See, he drinks between like 1 and 2 ounces, and these are 2-ounce bottles. So if you have a newborn and the middle of the night thing's hard, this is, seriously, check Amazon. So see, they're just ready to go. 2 ounces. Comes with a nipple that just screws on. Then I'll just have to wash the nipple. But yeah, seriously, 48 of these for $37, and it was on Prime, so I had it in 2 days. Instead of paying $8 for 6 of them. Like I said, this isn't for all day long. This is just for the middle of the night to get through the rest of the school year. So yeah, I'm excited about these. I don't know if there's anything else. Like I said, I feel good. I don't have any issues. I'm just not supposed to lift because of the risk of hemorrhaging or whatever. It says, you know, I can do stairs, and I can do walking, and I can do light household stuff, but no lifting. No, I'm not really supposed to bend. I'm not supposed to lift anything heavier than Jackson in his car seat. That's supposed to be my limit. Like I said, I've had to lift Alex a couple times, and I rock her to sleep, and I put her in her bed, but that's about it. I've been having Jay just take care of her, so she's becoming daddy's baby instead of mommy's baby, which is sad, but what can you do? I gotta take care of myself so I can take care of my babies. But yeah, like I said, I feel great. I'm going to show you my belly. For those of you that think it's gross when you show your belly, these are pregnancy updates. Like, I always loved seeing people's, like, different sizes during their pregnancy. But so this is 1 week and 1 day postpartum. This is baby number 3. I'm 40 years old. And I'll show you my saggy belly. I've read that it can take, like, up to a month for your uterus to shrink all the way back down. Oh, the freaking after-birth contractions. If you only have 1 kid, you probably don't know about them, because I didn't have them after Adri. They said you don't get them till after your 2nd kid, and they get worse with each kid after that. With Alex, I swore something was wrong. I'm like, what is wrong? Like, something's got to be wrong. Why am I in so much pain? I'd have to, like, stop walking and just, because I'd hurt so bad. And they said, oh, it's after-birth contractions. It's your uterus shrinking back down and contracting back down. And I'm like, why did nobody tell me about this? Like, I've never heard of this before. It's like a lot of my friends only had 1 kid, so they didn't know about it either. So I had them with Jax, but they weren't as bad as with Alex, and they weren't really in my stomach. They were mainly, I get this pulsing, throbbing, like, up and down my spine, and you kind of just have to, like, hold your breath, like real contractions. Like, with Alex, they were worse than my actual contractions. So if you don't know about those, now you know about those. I'm not really bleeding too bad. Like, maybe the first 2 days, like even the day that I left the hospital, I got up that morning, went to the bathroom, and I wasn't bleeding at all. So that's good. My stomach's staying nice and soft. Which is what they want. It's so gross because it's so jiggly. Like, you lay down and barely touch it, and it just jiggles all over. But it's my 3rd baby. I'm used to it. I know how it goes. It doesn't bother me as bad as before. My face, I was puffy for like a couple days in my face, but I feel like that's went away. I don't feel too puffy. So I'm going to go ahead and show you my 1 week postpartum belly. Like I said, with this pregnancy, I have all pretty much belly anyway. It's so funny because I feel like my belly's big now, but I look at my picture the morning I had it and my belly was huge. But like I said, I just ate an hour and a half ago, so I'm a little bit puffy. Plus, I've been eating kind of crappy, but here's my belly now. My 1 week postpartum, I'm down roughly 10 pounds. He was 6 pounds, 10 ounces, 19 1/4 inches long, but yeah. So see, it's all this jiggly squishiness, which it takes time. I'm not allowed to like exercise for 6 weeks, roughly. I mean, I might exercise after like 4, depending on how I feel, if everything seems to be going okay. Like I said, I don't see my doctor for another 5 weeks. But I'm not supposed to work out. Like I said, I'm allowed to do walking, which is like the only cardio I can do. And I can go up and down my stairs and stuff. Man, it's really thundering. It better not wake Allie. It's been rainy like all day, every day. It was raining when I was in the hospital. But anyway, I feel great. I took Motrin for like the first couple days. I would take 4 Motrin at a time for like the first 3 or 4 days. And now I'm great. I feel great. Like I said, I don't know. I'm sure once I end this video, I'm going to think of all kinds of things that I should have told you. I feel like this light is blinding us all. Yeah, it kind of is. But yeah, I'm feeling back to myself. And with my other babies, like if I wore shirts that fit after I had the baby, like I felt fat. But now it's like, okay, if somebody happened to say, oh, you know, when are you due? I'll just tell them, you know, I just had a baby a week ago. Like, it really doesn't bother me because I still look pregnant, which you do for a little while. It's no big deal. But yeah, Jay's in there watching the draft with Jax is sleeping in the swing, so I'm going to go ahead and wake him up. I have him stay awake for like an hour or so, and then we'll feed him and go to bed. Because it's 9:46. And 7 a.m. comes quick, especially with the middle of the night feedings. Yeah, I'm feeling really great, so I hope you guys are ready for more of what I eat in a days, which it's not going to be healthy right away. I just recently discovered I have this massive sweet tooth, and all the Easter candy was on sale at the store yesterday, and I bought a ton of like junk, and yeah. But I am going to be working on losing weight, so I'll have those types of videos coming up, like tracking my weight, and when I'm allowed to exercise, I'll be showing like what exercises I do, like ready to get like my muscles back. I'm not jiggly everywhere, but I'm not like, yeah. So yeah, I guess that's the end of my update. Can't believe he's here. I can't believe it's been a week already. I feel like I just had him. But yeah, I hope you got to see the video of introducing him to you in my labor and delivery. Like, it's all in one video, letting you meet baby Jax. And yeah, give me a thumbs up if you like these types of videos. I don't know if I'll do them every week or every month. And like his updates, I'm not sure how often I'll do his, but I will be doing updates on him and myself. So if you like those types of videos, make sure you subscribe, tap the notification bell so you know when I upload, because it's just gonna be random whenever I can get a chance. It's already been crazy. My computer's giving me issues. Like, I import my footage from like my phone and it shows up in one album but not the other, and it won't show up in iMovie. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, I thank you so much for watching. Thank you for all the love and prayers on my new little baby, and yeah, I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.